Yo guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be making a no-bake peanut butter pie. It's an old family recipe. Here you go. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3/4 cup of butter, cup of powdered sugar, half a cup of milk, 8 ounces of Cool Whip, graham cracker crust, which I'm actually going to do pre-made. I'm cheating. Got a pre-made crust. And then you freeze the peanut butter pie. So, the first thing you need to do is get original Philadelphia cream cheese. Because there is no substitute for real Philadelphia cream cheese. There's a lot of other brands out there. Don't play around. Get the original already. You rip the package. Don't mess around. So I already put the 1 cup of powdered sugar in the bowl. Okay? So next, I'll be putting the cream cheese in the bowl. Doesn't really matter what order you do this in. It's all going to be mixed together. So do it in whatever order you desire, at least for the first step. So the cream cheese, probably let it out, sit out for like an hour or two, let it get soft. So you're able to mix it well and blend it. So it says calls for 3/4 cups of butter or peanut butter. I like to use a little more than that. So I'll get a 1/4 cup here. So I get a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Ready? It's about a 1/4 cup or so. Put that in there. Do that about 4 times. These recipes aren't exact, so they don't have to be exact. The more peanut butter you put in there, the more it's going to taste like peanut butter. Duh. Okay. A lot of peanut butter. Let's get a good scraping on that puppy. Now, my grandmother used to make this when I was a child, and she taught me how to make it. She taught my mom how to make it, but she didn't make it very much. Why? I'm not sure. Probably because it didn't last very long in the house. Last thing is half a cup of milk. You don't actually need that much milk. 1/4. About a half. That's sufficient. So, next thing is, there's no instructions on how to do this, but I know the next thing you do is mix it. So I've done this a few times before. I'm going to start out real slow and make sure it gets blended well. Now, make sure the Cool Whip is not frozen, because when you buy it at the store, it'll be frozen. You'd have to let it defrost a little bit and let it be pliable. Doesn't have to be super soft. Maybe give this a little cranking up here. See, it's getting to a nice consistency. It smells wonderful. So you just beat this for a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Now, one of the secrets to have a nice fluffy pie here is to not dump the Cool Whip into the beater. So I made that mistake before where I was like, I'm just going to dump it in and see what happens. Kind of flattens it out. Doesn't make it nice and fluffy. So I'm not gonna tempt that fate again. Not going to make that mistake. Okay. So now you can see we have a nice consistency here. Take the beater off. Let's taste it for good measure here. It tastes pretty good. I'm going to buy it. Mixed up good enough for me. Give this the camera here. Next thing we do, you don't put it in the pie dish yet. So you can see we have a nice consistency in here. Real nice. Some of the peanut butter didn't get mixed all the way. It's fine. So you can see we have a nice consistent mixture. That's great. Let me adjust the camera. Next thing we do here, take the whipped cream and put the whipped cream in. You can tell it's been sitting out a little bit. Has defrosted from the store. You can leave it in the fridge. Just don't have it frozen. That's all. That's the only rule. You can do it frozen, it just doesn't turn out as good. So next thing you need to do is just fold this in by hand. Like I said before, don't do it with the mixer. The mixer is going to make it all flat. And you can see the peanut butter mixture is blending up nice with the Cool Whip. Now, depending on how uniform you want it, you can fold this in a lot. You can fold it in a little. You can vary the texture. You can see here, you still have some chunks of peanut butter and chunks of whipped cream. It's good. You can mix things up. You can make it totally one color consistency. You can make it the whole thing till it's brown. But you just don't want to do it a whole lot because it'll flatten out. So I'm going to call it good. There, you got the good peanut butter consistency throughout. You still have some little white peaks in there. Not bad. I don't make this very often, so I'm hoping this turns out okay. It smells good. One of the other things you can do, if you want to add it, if you like some chocolate with your peanut butter, one of the things you can do, I'm going to show you the little variation. You can take some Hershey's chocolate and slap some Hershey's chocolate in here. Just a little drizzle. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So, just put a little drizzle. Some people like a lot of chocolate, like to put a big coat of chocolate on the bottom. I just like a hint, just to give it a little chocolate. Won't hurt, right? Okay. Then once you get the chocolate in, you want to be a little careful. Just spreading the rest of this around. Okay. And if you want to, you can drizzle some on top even. It might be too much chocolate for some people. Not enough for others. But it looks very appealing once it gets frozen. Okay. You can have a little snack. But put a little professional touch on it here. Not that I'm a professional by any stretch of the means. You can tell by the way I'm doing this, I have no idea what I'm doing. But the old family recipe survives. Forever on YouTube. Final touch will be this. We set the top on, Press the sides, and we freeze this. It takes at least 4 hours for this thing to freeze. I usually just freeze it overnight and it's ready the next day. You make it the day before a big party, you are the hit of the party, let me tell you. Now when you take it out, it's going to be rock solid. So you might want to defrost it for 15-20 minutes beforehand. Alright, you just freeze this, and tomorrow we'll take it out of the freezer and have a slice. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.